Good morning. So I am, oh my God, this is the first time I'm talking today. So I sound insane. As we all know, I'm going to see Taylor Swift this evening. I am so excited. So this morning I've been spending some time just trying to stay low energy because I know I'm going to be giving a lot this evening. I'm going to be giving. So I need to just settle myself and feel good, and I'm really excited. Originally I wanted to do like a series where I went through every album and talked about like every story of different albums, of the songs on different albums, and like what I thought about them. But that was going to take a really long time, and I wanted to do it before the concert. I mean, if y'all want the Julia's version of that, where I really go into it, please let me know, and then I will be happy to oblige, because I have a lot of lore up here that would be nice to, like, you know, share with other people, because oh my gosh, there's so much going on in that little noggin of mine. So anyway, instead of doing that, I'm going to show you the bracelets that I made for each era and why I am so excited about each of them and why I chose what song that I did for each one. So let's get started. First of all, we have this guy. So this one is for her debut. She's not performing any of the songs from the debut, and I think that's because of like copyright reasons. I also think that she didn't write every song on that album, if I'm being honest. It does not feel like her. It doesn't feel like her words. So I'm like, okay, interesting. These songs are probably not hers, but I had to include it because this is the first song that I ever heard of hers, Picture to Burn. As you can tell, there are no vowels, except for O, because you can't just put a T for two, as we know. But I was staying away from vowels because I was running out of beads. I used them a few months ago for a party for like a friend a few months ago. I don't know why I'm pretending like y'all don't know who I know. Okay. For Stephanie, what am I saying? Natasha. For Natasha, Stephanie was there. And we were making bracelets for her birthday. So I was using the same materials, and I was not about to buy new ones because I was like, I have stuff. Let me just use my stuff. So they're going to look a little wonky, but we're going to have fun with that. So Picture to Burn was the first song I ever heard of Taylor's, and it was at my aunt's house when I was probably like 6. I was in her pool, and they had a speaker system like on their deck close to the pool, and I heard like, I hate that stupid old pickup truck, you never let me drive. And I was like, I also hate that stupid old pickup truck, he never lets you drive. And so I was like, yeah, this is one of my people, methinks. So that's when I started listening to her, and I was very excited about it. So now we get into era number 2, Fearless. For Fearless, I decided to do a yellow and white color scheme. And because the album kind of has this like dusty, hazy, yellowy, old photograph type vibe to it, which I really like because she actually like builds on that as her career goes forward, which is cool. And I included one purple mostly because I ran out of Ys, but also because I thought it would be cute to do a little bit of like a transition between here, this color scheme, and the next color scheme for Speak Now. But anyway, my favorite song on the album is You're Not Sorry. I have sobbed so many times to that song. I don't even think it's because of the lyrics. It's mostly because of the violins in that song. If you have not heard it, you should definitely listen to it. Imagine me sobbing to that song. It's excellent. Also love the album cover of this, like her hair flip. Oh my God, shut up. So excellent, very good, very excellent. Very excited about the songs I get to hear from the Fearless album. This will not be there, obviously. She's not trying to make people start hurting themselves in the audience, because I know I would. So now we move on to Speak Now. Speak Now, my favorite song on it is Story of Us, but I don't have a Y, as we know. So I did a V for Story of Us. I think this is her best song on that album. I honestly am not a huge fan of this album. There are a lot of great songs on it, but honestly, she's moving with a lot of naivety through this album, and obviously so. She's 19 when she wrote it. but just like the song Innocent and Better Than Revenge and Speak Now, I'm like, girl, you're a child. Maybe let's shut up. But Story of Us, I felt like was one of the only ones that felt very grounded in like, this is a really difficult relationship and I don't really know how to navigate it. And I really vibed with that. And the music video is so excellent. She kind of has this dark academia vibe that I think she explores more in later albums, which I really like. So very good, very excellent. Again, a little pop of green at the end. Why? Because I personally think that the Red album, although it is red, does have elements of green in it because it's starting to get into her autumnal vibe that she really likes. So I kept some green in there for that. I wish it was a different green, but whatever. Now we get into red. I don't have any red, so I did it pink. And I'm not taking criticism at this time. Thank you so much. So All Too Well is my favorite song on that album. Obviously have a huge affinity for the 10-minute version. The original is great too, but the 10-minute version is actually the original that she wrote when they were doing a sound check for Speak Now. And she was really upset and going through it. And then like she just started singing and her band was backing her up and she just started like saying all these things she was feeling. And her mom, after the sound check, went up to the sound guys and was like, were we recording that? Because it was fucking excellent. And it turns out they were. And then it turned into All Too Well 10-minute version, which is why we're all celebrating that moment because we also got the short film with Dylan O'Brien and Sadie Sink. Big slay on both of their parts. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. That is your required reading. So yeah, very good, very excellent. The reason why Taylor Swift is now considered a filmmaker and came to TIFF. Pardon. But anyway, good for you. Get your bag. Go ahead. Make some noise. Now we have the 1989. The song is playing right now, which I'm very happy about. So I did New Romantics, obviously spelt completely incorrectly. I love this song. Heartbreak is the national anthem. We sing it proudly. The new version of this song on the re-release does not compare. Does not compare. I know I should listen to her new masters instead of her old ones, but the re-release of this is not it. It's not it. So this is it. This is so fun because now I'm transitioning into Reputation, and Reputation just started playing. Reputation is the outfit I'm wearing tonight. I'm very excited about it, but I will post pictures later. Getaway Car is my favorite song on this album. Has the best bridge in the whole world. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with that song. I can't remember how the bridge goes off the top of my head right now. I'm getting distracted by this song. So anyway, Getaway Car is my favorite song on this album. I have so much, like, I just think one of my favorite lyrics is, and the circus ain't a love story, and now we're both sorry. Like, I'm like, oh, that's fucking beautiful and sad. Also the fact that like this song was written in the context of like her dating Tom Hiddleston, but lusting after, like, I think she was lusting after Joe at the time. No. She was with Calvin Harris, lusting over Tom Hiddleston, but had a huge crush on Joe. So she's with Calvin Harris. They're at the Met Gala. She looks over, she's dancing with Tom Hiddleston, having a great old time. Her hair's bleached and whatnot. But then she's also like looking at Joe and being like, you're fucking sexy. I don't know what to do about it. So she used basically Tom Hiddleston as like a scapegoat to get out of that relationship. That's why it's called Getaway Car. Because like nothing good starts in a getaway car. Oh, I could talk about that song for hours. But anyway, this is my favorite song. I'm thinking about maybe wearing it as a choker. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. That was a lie. I just saw it and I can't do that. It's going on my wrist. Okay. Lover. Lover was the most fun one to make, I think, because I wasn't sticking to just using the black and white beads. So I used just colorful ones. So my favorite song on that album is You Need to Calm Down. I got a bit like out of touch with Taylor around the Reputation era. So one of the first songs I heard again was You Need to Calm Down. And I was like, that's so excellent, especially for like her arc of like in the song Picture to Burn, actually. The original lyric was when her, I can't remember the exact lyric, but like her boyfriend is like, you go and tell your friends that I'm obsessive and crazy. That's fine. I'll tell mine you're gay. And when I was younger, I was like, oh, huge slay. That's hilarious. But then I was like, wait a minute. I'm gay. And then I was like, that's not funny or fun. And also I have people in my life who are gay. So that's not funny or fun at all. So the fact that like she got some flack for that, I was like, good. Like, hold people accountable. And then when she decided, like, now I'm gonna write music that is specifically for the queer community and talking about how like fucked up it is that they cannot live their lives, I was like, go ahead. Thank you, Valentina. But also, let's be real. The Gaylor allegations, I'm not over it. I'm not over it. We'll talk about that another time. Next, we have Folklore. So Folklore. So Folklore doesn't really look like Folklore. I did a black string because of the black and white aesthetic, but I don't have any black beads, so I did blue and white, which makes it give midnight, but I think my midnights is giving more midnights. Anyway, my favorite song on that album is Mad Woman. As we know, I don't have vowels, so we're not going to talk about that. But I did this little girl on it. I found this little girl bead. So I was like, oh, a mad woman. So I felt that was cute. So yeah, I like that one. Mad Woman is such a great song. I do have other songs on that album that I think are on par with Mad Woman, but I think I'm like leaning into Taylor's angry shit because I really like her angry stuff. I think she's at her best when she's angry, aka why Reputation is my favorite era. Now we're going to talk about Evermore. I love Evermore so much. I think it's one of my favorite albums of hers. And my favorite song on that is Happiness. So Happiness is my favorite because she is basically saying like, this relationship has the dichotomy of things that were really good and things that were really not great. And this album came out around the time I was going through a breakup, and I was like, yeah, I need to be cognizant of the fact that like this person did some terrible shit to me, but also they did a lot of great shit too. And I'm really happy that I got to spend time in their space and energy, especially considering the fact that like they did make me happy at one point in time. They had made me happy, but it's important to also remember that they made me upset too. So having that knowledge is very important, and I like that she put that in a song. Now we get to Midnights. This one's kind of diabolical. I really like the color scheme that I picked for this. It's like blue and purple, and then this little guy is purple. He looks pink in the camera, but he's purple, I promise. So my favorite song on the album is Sweet Nothing. I don't have any S's or E's or T's, so I couldn't spell Sweet Nothing. However, I was like, what if I just put nothing on the bracelet? And I did. I just put these little guys. There's nothing there, but they're so sweet looking. They kind of look like candy. So it's a Sweet Nothing. Yep. And that's that on that. I said what I said. I love Midnights. I think it's one of her best albums. I think it's like one of her best written. It's not my favorite, but it's one of her best written. Like, I think she's like in her stride in terms of like, I know who I am and I know what kind of music I want to make, and I'm still exploring things as well, but I have my like grounding and like what I want to do with my music, which I think is really cool post Folklore Evermore era, where it was more cozy and comfy and less pop based. And now she's getting back into pop, and she's like, no, I know what I want. And I'm like, slay, bestie. I see that for you. Finally, we have Tortured Poet Society. This one is my least favorite bracelet, but whatever. This is also my least favorite album, so whatever. My favorite song on that album is I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. This doesn't make any sense, but it's I. And then this kind of looked like a can to me. And I have do, but as we know, I ran out of I's and T's. Wait, there's an I right there. No, but I have no T's. It doesn't matter. So I can do. And then this little guy is a heart. We got a little heart there. So I can do. Fill in the blanks. Like, you're adults. Let's figure this out. So anyway, those are all my bracelets. I am so excited. I will be posting hopefully some updates throughout the day, and also because I'm not very good at this. In case you haven't noticed, I haven't posted since like August. Like, I don't know how to use Instagram, but I'm dealing with it and figuring that out. So let me be on my journey. Thank you for the peace and grace. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed hearing some of my thoughts about going into this tour. I'm very this is gonna be great for the tour. Not even gonna ruin it. Not gonna ruin it at all. It's gonna be so much fun. So my cousins are coming to pick me up around 1, and then we're gonna head down to our B&B, get chill and like situated, and then go out, get some food, and then head over and do the damn thing. I'm so excited. But yeah, I'll keep up with you during the day, and I will talk to you all very soon. I'm trying to think of a good Taylor send-off. No, whatever. I'm just going to do a Mike's Mike send-off. So peace out. Bye.